With just 9 races left in 2024, the F4 Spanish Championship descends upon the Circuit Ricardo Tormo in Valencia, a circuit that's tough on tyres and notoriously difficult to overtake on. Griffin Peebles grabbed pole position in qualifying ahead of Juan Cota, with the championship contenders Mattia Colnaghi, Keanu Azhari and Maciej Gladysz scattered across the following 2 rows of the grid. Incredibly, Colnaghi hit trouble at the start and he dropped to the back. Cota launched away beautifully and took the lead ahead of Peebles and Azhari. Enzo Tarnvanichkul made a sensational move to grab 3rd on the opening lap, which left Azhari wide on the curb. The car lost control and Gladysz couldn't avoid him. Dramatically, 2 of the title rivals were out, and the 3rd was out of the points. The safety car bunched up the field, but on the restart, Cota led away perfectly from Peebles and Tarnvanichkul. Colnaghi fought back to 14th from the back, whilst Yvan David was also fairly spectacular from the back end of the grid to 17th. Nathan Ty and James Zagotzi both made up 10 places too, with the latter narrowly missing out on a championship point. There would be more retirements and more damaged cars, as Matteo Quintarelli, Jan Piotrowski and Adam Hideg joined Lenny Reed and Peter Buzinelos on the sidelines. But it was a stunning maiden victory for Juan Cota and Drivex ahead of Griffin Peebles and Enzo Tarnvanichkul, with no points scored by the top 3 racers fighting for the F4 Spanish crown. Mattia Colnaghi was handed a second chance with pole position for race 2, but Juan Cota decided he quite liked winning and so moved ahead to take the lead, whilst Alex Ninovich stalled from 3rd on the grid. For the entirety of the second race, the pressure was then mounted upon Cota to make mistakes, with all 3 of the title rivals hot on his heels. Ninovich would retire from the race a few corners after the start. Maxi Restrepo would limp back to the pits with technical issues, and Francisco Macedo would stop out on circuit, which brought out the safety car. On the restart, Cota managed to steady his nerves and manage the tyres by stealing a second victory. Colnaghi would secure 2nd place, and as Keanu Azhari was handed a post-race penalty, it would be Maciej Gladysz who clinched 3rd ahead of Gabriel Gomez in 4th, with the championship race definitely taking a dramatic turn. Cota would now start the final race from pole position, with a chance to secure all 3 wins. It would turn out to be fairly straightforward, and as he took the lead, he would then set off into the distance, stretching out an incredible 10-second gap. Azhari would more than make up for the difficulties in race 2 by pulling away from the rest of the field and securing the 18 points for 2nd position. The Valencia circuit frustrated many who felt that they didn't have the room to overtake, whilst René Lammers and Mathis Reiber couldn't reach the finish, although neither would trigger a safety car. So for the first time in nearly a year, one man claimed all 3 victories, as Juan Cota gave Drivex their first wins for 4 years and became the first Spanish-speaking driver to perform the clean sweep since Franco Colapinto back in 2019, and only the 2nd Spanish driver ever to achieve it. Keanu Azhari now has a mere 21 points lead, with 6 races remaining, ahead of Colnaghi and Gladysz, with only 42 points between them all. Next time out in Jerez, can Cota continue his dominance, or will the title contenders return to the top step of the podium?